Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back students to one of my videos. So in this video today, I would like to be talking about a descriptive essay or writing a description of a person. Okay, so this is one of the topics that you can check, that you can read about in your textbook. If you open your textbook, you can turn to page 27, your full blast textbook. Okay, page 27. Okay, there is a topic there. Write a description of a person. Okay, if you don't have your textbook with you, don't worry. You just look at the screen as I will show you here. Okay, so this is the page. Write a description of a person. Okay, before we get into the text, okay, before we get into writing the essay, what is a description of a person, or what is a descriptive essay? Okay, so a descriptive essay is a type of essay where you write about a person, okay, a particular person, okay, depending on the question, whether it's a person that you like the most, a person that you admire, okay, a person that that you think is the most brave person, okay, depending on the question that is being posed to you. Okay, so when writing a descriptive essay, mostly you are talking about the person in particular, so you're going to use a lot of you're going to be using a lot of adjectives, okay, because you are talking about a person, you are describing, you're giving a picture, okay. However, you can't exactly provide a picture to the readers, right? Okay, so you have to do it using words. Okay, so you have to tell the readers about the person that you are describing. Okay, okay, so let's look back at the page from the textbook. Okay, so A, discuss. Think of a person you admire. What is he or she like? Why do you admire him or her? Okay, so think about the person that you admire. Okay, if you ask me, the person that I admire the most is my father. My father's name is Muhammad Kamal bin Muhammad Isa. He's a custom officer. He's been working for like almost 30 years. Yeah, so he's a very respectable person. He's a person that's very smart. Okay, he always knows what to do in any kind of situation. He always have these bright ideas about how to fix something. Okay, so he's a very intelligent person. Okay, so I always want to be like him because he always knows what to do. Okay, no matter what the situation is. So that's why I admire my father. So what about you? Okay, think about the person that you admire, and think about why that person makes you admire them, right? Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, B, read the writing task below and underline the keyword. Okay, so whenever you are given a task, okay, whenever you are given a task to write an essay, there's always a keyword that stands out from the rest of the question. Okay, the keywords are the things that you have to pay attention the most. Okay, so in this task, okay, let's read the task. Your teacher has asked you to write a description of a person you admire. Okay, write why you admire him or her and how he or she has influenced you. Okay, so the keyword here is description. Okay, that's the first keyword. Okay, so we know what type of essay is the question is asking us to write. Okay, description. A person, okay, is also a keyword. You admire. Okay, so this particular person must be a person, one person only that you admire. Right? Write why you admire him or her. Okay, why you admire him or her is also a keyword. Okay, and how he or she has influenced you. Okay, so admire and influence. Alright, admire, it's like you in Malay it's like mengagumi. Okay, mengagumi this particular person. You kagum. Okay, awak kagum dengan insan ni, alright. And influence is mempengaruhi. So macam mana how this particular person that you admire has influenced you. Okay, macam mana dia telah mempengaruhi awak dari sudut mungkin dari sudut cara kehidupan. Okay, dari sudut macam mana awak tangani masalah ke apa kan. Okay, tak kisah dari sudut macam mana sekalipun. Macam mana how this particular person that you admire has influenced you. Dah mempengaruhi anda. Okay, so that's the questions. Okay, so let's look at the example essay over here. Right, so this is the example of the essay. Okay, the person I admire the most is my Uncle Tony. He is a firefighter and he has performed some extremely heroic acts. My uncle is the most courageous person I know. Okay, he risks his life every day to save others. He really loves his job and wouldn't change it for anything. Few people are as kind and unselfish as he is. In fact, he always offers to help others even when he isn't working. Another quality that really stands out is his great sense of humor. Whenever we are together, he makes me laugh a lot. Okay, as for myself, my Uncle Tony has been a huge influence on me. He's shown me how important it is to help others who are in need. I believe he's the reason why I've decided to become a doctor. I really like my Uncle Tony, and so does everyone in the community. Nobody ever has a bad word to say about him. I hope I can gain that kind of respect from people in the future too. Okay, so this particular person has a person of his a person that he or she admire, which is the uncle. Okay, Uncle Tony. So he's a firefighter. So as you can see here, there are how many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 paragraphs. And the description doesn't come straight away in the first paragraph. So the first paragraph is more like an introduction. Okay, introduction, and then 2 paragraphs here is the body paragraph, and then the last one is the concluding paragraph. Okay, so let's look at here. Okay, this is the breakdown of the whole essay. This is the plan. Okay, when writing a description of a person you admire, follow the plan below. Okay, introduction. Okay, give some general information about the person. For example, name, relationship to you, job. Okay, so let's look at the example here. Okay, the person I admire the most is my Uncle Tony. Name. Okay, he is a firefighter. Job. Okay, and also my uncle, relation. Okay, so all of it in the first paragraph, introduction, and then you go on to write about the main parts. Okay, describe the first. So the first one is describe the person's personality and give example to support your opinion. Okay, so let's look at here. My uncle is the most courageous person I know. Okay, so that's one of the personalities. And then example, he risks his life every day to save others. Okay, he really loves his job and wouldn't change it for anything. Okay, so that's the description and an example of showing the readers about the uncle's courageousness. Okay, about the uncle's personality. Okay, being a courageous person. Okay, another one. Number 2, say what influence the person has had on you or other people. Okay, so this one is here. As for myself, my Uncle Tony has been a huge influence on me. Okay, he's shown me how important it is to help others who are in need. I believe he's the reason why I've decided to become a doctor. Okay, so because of his uncle, because of this writer's uncle, okay, this writer has decided to become a doctor. Okay, so finally the conclusion, make a general comment about the person and say how you feel about him or her. Okay, I really like my uncle. Okay, let's look at here. I really like my Uncle Tony, and so does everyone in the community. Nobody ever has a bad word to say about him. I hope I can gain that kind of respect from people in the future. To general comment. General comment ni maksudnya selain dari apa yang telah dinyatakan dekat bahagian atas tu, apa lagi yang membuatkan maklum mungkin other personalities that you admire, or other things that other people do for the person that you admire. Right, so it's a concluding paragraph. So after that you just end your essay here. Okay, so I think it's very easy, it's very straightforward, it's not that long, and normally for this type of essay, the question has provided you with some of the main points. Okay, so what you have to do is to just elaborate the essay. Okay, let's look at C. Okay, read the description below and answer the questions. Okay, so let's answer the question. Number 1, does the writer refer to all the points that you underline in the writing task? Okay, yes. All right. So the writer here, okay, so wrote this essay based on this question. So the things that we have underlined just now, okay, for example, like description, okay, a person that you admire, influence, okay, why the person why did the writer choose this particular person to be admired, okay, and why this person how this particular person, the person that the writer admired, has influenced the writer. Okay, so yes, the answer for number 1 is yes. Okay, let me make a note here. Okay, exercise C, question number 1. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit. Yes, okay, so that's the answer for number 1. Okay, number 2. What kind of information does each of the paragraph in the description include? Okay, so what kind of information? Each paragraph. So paragraph 1. Okay, so paragraph 1, the information that we get is the name of the uncle, so we can just generalize as the details lah, the details of the uncle of the writer's uncle. Okay, so that's paragraph 1. Okay, paragraph 2. Okay, so paragraph 2, let's look at paragraph 2. My uncle is the most courageous person. Okay, this is why the uncle is the person that this writer admires. Okay, and also example of the uncle's courageous personality. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, so the reason why this writer admire the uncle. Okay. Okay, let me just expand a little bit so that you can clearly see what I wrote there. Okay, so paragraph 3. Okay, paragraph 3. Okay, so what are the things that the writer wrote in paragraph 3? As for myself, my uncle Tony has been a huge influence. Okay, so this is how the uncle influence the writer. Okay, so paragraph 4. I really like my uncle Tony, and so does everyone in the community. So other general information. Okay, so paragraph 4 is also other general information about the uncle. Right, so these are the things that the writer wrote for each paragraph. Okay, so let's look at question 3. What examples does the writer use to support the following from paragraph 2? Okay, so from paragraph 2, so we look at paragraph 2 only. Paragraph 2. Okay, A. My uncle is the most courageous person I know. Okay, so my uncle is the most courageous person I know. So example dia kat mana? The sentence right after that one. Okay, he risks his life every day to save others. Okay, so question 3A. He risks his life to save others. He risks his life every day to save others. Okay, that's for A. Okay, what about B? Okay, question B. Few people are as kind and unselfish as he is. So what is the example here? Okay, few people are as kind and as selfish as he is. In fact, he always offers to help others even when he isn't working. So that's the example of how kind his uncle really is. Okay, so in fact, he always offers to help others even when he isn't working. Okay, so that's the answer for B. Tidy up a bit. Right. Finally, for C, his great sense of humor. Okay, so his great sense of humor. Whenever we are together, he makes me laugh. Okay, so C, he makes. He makes me laugh a lot. So that's the answer for C. Right. So this is how you answer exercise C here. Okay, so all of the questions are very straightforward. Okay, and the writer is very good at writing the essay. Okay, so let's move on to D. Okay, so I think D, I'm going to ask you to do it on your own. Okay, what examples can you think of to support the following? Okay, so this one you have to do on your own. Okay, my mother is dedicated to her job. She. Okay, so answer it according to your own mother. Okay, no teacher is as calm and patient as my English teacher. For instance, whenever Okay, so this one I leave it up to you lah. Okay, Susan is quite sociable. In fact, she what? Okay, sociable means seorang yang ramah lah, seorang a person that is easygoing, that can go or can easily meet with someone. Okay, yang tak sombong lah, senang cerita. Right. Okay, number 2, patient. Okay, a patient and a calm teacher. So I don't know if I am a patient and a calm teacher. Okay, you decide. And you have to give example. Okay, so this example is up to you. Okay, you want to base it on me, okay, or you want to base on your other English teacher. Okay, up to you. Right. So please do this on a piece of paper, and then as usual you snap your work, and then you hand it in through Google Classroom. And finally, of course, after you have learned how to write a descriptive essay, of course I'm going to ask you to write your own descriptive essay. Okay, E here. Write a description of a person you admire. Write why you admire this person and how he or she has influenced you. So I want you to write an essay like this one, but instead of Uncle Tony here, you choose your own person that you admire the most. Okay, and use this plan. Okay, four paragraphs only. You don't have to write it very long. And then after you've done it, okay, you write the essay on a piece of paper. After you've done it, snap the photo. Okay, take the picture of your work, and then hand it in Google Classroom. I will create a tab for you to hand in your essays. Alright, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you understand all of the things that I've just told you just now. If you have any questions, please don't be hesitate to ask me through WhatsApp or Telegram. And as always, I always remind you to introduce yourself whenever you text me. You can ask the questions in Google Classroom as well. You can leave a comment whenever I create the tab. Right, I think that's it. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.